As free agency moves on, the Carolina Panthers continue to be the most active team in free agency. They kicked things off with the first signing and now have moved on to re-sign a bunch of their own guys, or at least they're going to once signing can begin, and also paid quite a bit of money for a new kicker.
Yeah, I mean, the Carolina Panthers game plan all along, Marty Hurney, the GM, wanted to take care of his own guys, and he did that. DeAngelo Williams, $21 million guaranteed. Charles Johnson, $30 million. But also getting his linebackers in order. James Anderson, Thomas Davis. Eventually, they'll get a long-term deal for John Beeson. So keeping that core intact. Look, when that team was healthy, they were pretty good last year. Some may say Olindo Mare, $4 million guaranteed. A little much for a kicker, but that means John Casey's on the outs.
And DeAngelo Williams coming back, a big move for fantasy football players as well. He and Jonathan Stewart, of course, our fantasy football magazine available at ProFootballWeekly.com. Now, another big move, Robert Gallery. Some expected this, rejoining Tom Cable up in Seattle.
You know, they worked well together. Gallery moved to left guard when he was in Oakland, was kind of a bust as a tackle, found his home inside. That was the one spot on the line the Seahawks had questions about, so I think it's a really nice fit up there. They want to grind and pound on the ground, and that's what Gallery can do.
They're going to have to with those two quarterbacks up there. Moving on, speaking of quarterbacks in Seattle, Matt Leinart not going to be there like we thought maybe. He's back in Houston. He says possibly to have a shot at the starting job. We'll see about that.
That's the interesting thing. I mean, Leinart told people that he wanted a crack at starting, but he's signing for below average backup money, and I think it's a good situation because he knows the playbook and wouldn't have a long time to study a new one. But again, with Matt Schaub there, it doesn't seem like he's got any kind of opportunity. He'll be the number 2.
The Washington Redskins, I guess you could say, bolstered their receiving core. They have a bunch of new receivers. I don't know if they're that much better. Making a trade with the Denver Broncos. Jeremy Jarman on the move. They get Jabbar Gaffney. They also signed Dante Stallworth and Brandon Stokely. Are they much better?
Yeah, I mean, I think they can certainly take a risk on these guys. Shanahan knows Stokely. He can cut him if he needs to. Gaffney was a guy who did well with short passes, taking yards after the catch. And I think that's what they're going to need with John Beck at quarterback. Interesting other piece, Jeremy Jarman never really got a chance in that 3-4 defense. I think he could step up and make a key role in Denver.
Now, we know the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a lot of money they needed to spend. It looks like they're going to focus on their own guys, getting one back, Quincy Black.
Underrated linebacker. I think he fits in with that group. If they're going to have an inside linebacker and Mason Foster, a rookie starting, you're going to want some veterans on the other side of him. Quincy Black, a very good player a lot of people don't know about.
And we'll see if Barrett Root ends up being back in the mix or if he goes somewhere else. That is the latest happenings around the league. For the best free agent information, be sure to keep following us at ProFootballWeekly.com.